It's your girl, and I'm back. If you are not subscribed to this channel, you better subscribe. Today, we're gonna talk about 5 amazing financial decisions that can have a huge impact on your future. Not my future, but your future. Now, I feel like I've had trials and tribulations personally with my financial stability and with my finances in general. I feel like the last few years, my financial hood hasn't been that good because I guess I'm adapting to being financially dependent on myself while also having someone else financially dependent on me while I'm living in a low income situation. I haven't always had issues with my finances, and I know that for me, I'm not gonna be stuck in the trap of being financially, unstable. 5 amazing, 5 helpful. These are helpful. These are not only helpful, but they're realistic. Like I'm not gonna say anything that can't help the average person. One of the best financial decisions you can make is to start building an emergency fund. Having a safety net of savings can help you weather unexpected expenses or a job loss. There's been times I've gotten myself excited for pay that I basically thought I would receive, and I unexpectedly lost that job. And I think this goes into just being young. Like when we're younger, we tend to do this. We overhype the situation. We focus on our wants instead of our needs. But realistically, anytime you start a new job, your head should be, okay, I got this new job, I'm happy, I'm excited, but for the first 3 months, I'm not gonna buy anything that I want, only the things that I need. And I'm also gonna budget, and I'm gonna put the things that I made into my savings instead of spending it on. And I know this is easier said than done, y'all. This is easier said than done, speaking from experience. For me, I have been in situations where I made a career change or I actually lost a job. Like, you guys know that feeling that you get when you start a new job and you start adding the numbers and figuring out like how much you're gonna make next week. So I was doing all that. I was doing the whole 40 hours a week times $11 or 20 hours a week times $20, like just trying to see how much I'm gonna make. I know you guys have done that. Don't lie. But when you start having new revenue and when you start making a better income, instead of having a poverty mindset, have a generational wealth mindset. Have your emergency fund. Build that emergency fund. Even if it's 2 weeks, 3 months of building it, just build it, period. So you have that safety net. Another smart move is to pay off your high interest debt. That's your credit cards, those are your loans. Me personally, I haven't had to take out any loans yet. I know I'll probably get to the point in my life where I am gonna take out a personal loan or a loan for school. But the best thing is to pay off that high interest debt because it'll help you in the long run. 3, invest in yourself, invest your finances. Y'all, no matter what age bracket you're in, you should be thinking about stocks. You should be thinking about your real estate. You should be thinking about your retirement accounts. Put your money to work to achieve your financial goals. Put that money to work. The same way that your boss calls you in and tells you like there's an open shift and you put on your work clothes and stuff and you go to that job and you show up for someone else, show up for yourself that way. The same energy that you put into showing up for your coworker who can't make a shift, or your boss who really needs you to work an 8-hour shift because of whatever the case, put that same energy into yourself. Put that same energy into your financial goals and your financial retirement plans, your financial stocks. Creating a budget. A budget is a game changer when it comes to managing your finances. It helps you track your income, expenses, savings, giving you better control over your money. How many times have you or I been in a situation where we kept using our card, swipe, swiping left, right, Family Dollar, Target, Walmart, the grocery store? How many times have you and I went to the store, swipity swipe, because we didn't create a budget, and then we look at our bank account and we're like, where'd my money go? Where'd my money go? Y'all, how many times have we went swipe crazy, ATM crazy, and then we go to look in our bank account and we're like, where is my money? I know I had an extra 500, 250, 2,000. Where did my money go? This is why budgeting is so important. If we are not intentionally making sure we're managing our money from savings, checkings, our real estate, our this, or that, if we're not consciously making sure that we put our money in specific places, we end up going willy-nilly, and not realizing where our money's at. Girl, you know where it's at. It's that $15 McDonald's trip 3 times a week. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of splurging on myself, splurging on my daughter. I'm like, oh, I really wanted to get her some shoes. Oh, I really wanted to go out to eat. Like, man, there's been times where I buy my daughter some toys or something because I want to surprise her, or I'll go to Family Dollar thinking, okay, I want to grab this, and I'll grab a bunch of things, and I spend $50. And mind you, you guys, right now we're in a state of inflation. So the cost of living isn't the same, and 5 items at the Family Dollar adds up to $50, $75 really, really quick. Please make yourself a budget for yourself, for your family. Even if you have to categorize it to, okay, $50 for the kids, $20 for self-care, $500 budget for the school year, $200 budget for the school year, $200 budget for Lisa, $200 budget for Mike, $200 budget for Tamara. You know, depending on how many kids you have. I only have 1 daughter, so I only, but even if you have to organize it by name, by trip, and there's different things on Amazon that you can buy now where you can buy envelopes and then you can label the envelopes, and anytime you get paid, you can put your money in that envelope. Or there's also another trick where you can buy a jar, label it fives, and every time you get paid, you just slip a few fives in there, and then you can have another jar, you can slip a few 20s, you don't touch it. It's like the same method as a piggy bank. So there's different ways for budgeting. Look those up and figure it out, y'all. We have to figure it out, especially during a recession. We're in a recession right now. You have to figure it out. Okay, y'all, this is number 5, prioritizing self-love and personal growth. While this isn't directly financial, taking care of yourself and investing in personal growth can have a positive impact on your financial well-being. It helps you make better financial decisions and find fulfillment beyond material wealth. Okay, guys, personal growth isn't related to your financial wealth directly, right? Personal growth, financial wealth, two different things. It's about respecting and loving and understanding how this world works. It's about understanding, okay, this is a capitalist society. If you live in America, you know that we live in a capitalist society, okay? Your self-love and personal growth goes into your self-development. You have to have the mindset of, I need money in this life, but I'm not gonna let the money change me. I need money. I understand how the dollar works, but I still need to be a good person. I still have to be a decent person with humility. I still have to have integrity, honesty, the fruits of the Spirit. You cannot be, and you shouldn't be, rich and wealthy and a mean, ugly, nasty, self-righteous human being. You just should not. There are plenty of people who become arrogant, they become mean, they become very unpleasant once they gain financial stability. Don't be that person. I am not that person personally. No matter how much money I get, I'm always gonna be a humanitarian. I'm always gonna be a person that cares about my family, you know, the family that I love, like my loved ones, the people that have supported me, you know, along the way, you know. I'll never forget them. There's times that I think about certain people and I wish if I could bless them with money from the lottery, I would, you know. Be a good person. Being a good person will also allow you to gain financial wealth. If you walk into the bank to talk to a bank teller and you're like, here, put this money into my account. You know, if you like, they're not gonna wanna help you. And if you run into financial struggles or a bump in your life, they're not gonna be the people who are gonna have your back and you know what I mean? And as I'm saying this, I'm thinking about an experience in my life where I have this one bank that I've had. I'm such an emotional person. I might cry, but I've had this bank that I've had since I was about 18 or 17 years old. I have the same bank that I had since I was a young teenager. I was always respectful. I was always nice. I was always kind. I was always communicative with the tellers in the bank. This is a real story, y'all. I've never spoke about this. In 2022 or the 23, I ran into a financial situation where my bank account was continuously overdrawn. To make a long story short, instead of the teller closing my bank account, you know what she did? She transferred her own money into my account to save my account from being overdrafted. Being a good person with humility, being a respectful person will bring you so many blessings and so many good things. A lot of people don't have accountability. A lot of people that I know in my personal life don't have accountability. They are malicious people. They are hateful. They are conniving. They're shady, you know. Those are people who don't have any self-development. When you lack character, when you lack self-development, no amount of money will make you happy, because everyone around you are going to be sending you negative vibrations. If money is the only positive, if your coins, if your dollars are the only positive thing in your life, you're not going to feel fulfilled. There are plenty of rich people who have depression, you know. Happiness, money does not equal happiness. Being a good person, your self-development, your character, how you show up in the world, you know, that's what's positive, and that's what makes you happy. That's what's gonna bring you happiness. You have to prioritize yourself, like your inner love, and not just self-love. You have to prioritize self-awareness, self-accountability, personal growth, development. You have to prioritize that. If you're a nasty person who values a Jordan over a stock, if you're the type of person that has 20 pairs of shoes, but you don't have a car, or you're the type of if you're the type of person that has messed up values, you know, your financial life is always going to be messed up. This is a lifestyle. This is a chain reaction. If you have negative traits, if you have a negative mindset, you're never gonna stop, and you're never gonna get out of a poverty mindset. And I have a friend that always tells me personally, like, she sees that sometimes I even have a poverty mindset, you know, in certain areas, and I have certain blind spots in my life. Like I said, I'm not perfect. There's times I would rather buy this than that, or that than this. So, but if you have a continuous negative mindset, a continuous poverty mindset, you're never going to get to a place of financial wealth. So that is it, y'all. That is it. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. You literally have 5 amazing tips for developing your financial life. It's never too late to start making positive changes into your life. It's never too late to change your mindset, you know. Rebuke your past, rebuke what you've gone through, you know, once it's been brought to light, you know, rebuke it and start building new neurons and new cells and a new mindset. Again, my name is Laquasha. I make videos on self-development, personal development, motherhood, fitness, and a whole lot more. So if you enjoyed this video, I suggest you subscribe to my channel, keep up with my testimony. I do life updates, I do vlogs, I do a lot, okay? I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you tuning into my video. I appreciate you taking notes and really grasping this message, because not everyone does. All right, everyone, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and stay blessed.